Hi, I'm Leslie Aiken, and as Freddie said, I'm a 49-year resident of Altadena. And one of my grandkids came to me recently and said, "Hey, Grandma, how long have you lived in Altadena?" And I said, "Well, 49 years." And she said, "Gee, you are Altadena history." And I said, "Well, part of it, yeah." Um, I moved to 295 West Los Flores Drive in 1976. Somebody told my then husband, "Hey, go to Altadena. They have affordable housing." And we went and we looked at a house and we bought the first house we looked at. We walked up the driveway, we walked up the stairs, the light coming through the windows. We were sold. So we made an offer of 24.5 and they accepted. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to afford the $200 a month house payments, but we were making $800 a month at the time, so we were rolling in the deep. So anyway, in my years of being in Altadena, as Freddie said, I've been a Cub Scout den mother, a Girl Scout troop leader. I've been a PTA, every PTA officer you could imagine. I've been on the Chamber of Commerce. I helped organize Altina Open Studios. And then finally in 2016, I decided I wanted to do something that I could directly affect. And I started What's Up in Altadena, which is a Facebook page. And I've been posting every day for 8 years. And I post anywhere between 8 and 10 times a day. And it is an edited site, meaning that everything goes through me, but it keeps out the sandbox sand throwing. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in nanner and people getting all up in each other's business and stuff like that. So I am able to keep the page focused and to help. And to be honest, people have said, "How have you been able to do this? You've lost everything." And it's given me focus. It's given me focus outside myself. So, anyway, my next question is, where do we go from here? Well, there's one thing that I know for sure, and that is that we have to organize and we have to cooperate. And because Altadena is a town, we are not a city. You would be surprised how many people do not understand that basic difference. And it kind of makes me crazy. But anyway, because we're a town. So basically, what that means is we have no elected officials other than Catherine Barger and Judy Chu, and then on up. But the reality is that we have a town council, and I'm not saying anything negative about our town council, but these people are volunteers. Nobody's paid. Yes, they are elected. We usually have maybe 1,200 people vote during the elections, and they are serving, but they have no power. They are an advisory board to Catherine Barger. They do not make decisions. You can't go to them and say, "I want you to do," because they can't. They don't have that. It's not their wheelhouse. So they are an advisory board, and that is what they were formed to do. So, what do we need to do moving forward? How do you organize a town that doesn't have a leader? This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. And we have to focus, we have to organize, and we have to be committed to working together. And it's very hard. And one thing I want to say, sort of representing the senior set, is that be gentle with us because we don't have maybe another 15 years looking in front of us. We have most of our years in Altadena behind us. And some of us are going to have to make some really hard decisions. And are we going to have to relocate in a one-bedroom apartment in Temple City or wherever and live there? Are we going to have to live our younger of our older years in a state of flux, deferring gratification? This is something that you young kids don't have to think about. But, I had a classmate in Ohio this week, graduated same year I did, died in her sleep. Yep. And that's what the ones with the gray hair here have to look at and we have to think about. And we don't want to sell. We don't want to sell. We want to stay in Altadena. But I'll tell you what, we're going to need some extra support because navigating all of this, I mean, I'm still quick. I got my head together, but it's a lot harder than it was 10, 20 years ago. And so some people might not want to defer their life. They might want to live their life and go to a place. Don't make them pariah, okay? Let's think of the whole. But those of us who want to stay, we're going to need that kind of help. We're going to need that kind of focus because there's so much more to surmount. I can't go to my house site and clomp around in ashes like I used to. I just can't do it. It's not safe. So what are we going to do? How are we going to move forward? I will keep doing my very, very best with what's up in Altadena to try to give you information as I get it. Um, it's something that I do. It's just something I do from my heart. That's it. I don't, there's no remuneration or kickbacks or anything on that. I just do it every day. And I'm going to finish now, but I am a writer, so indulge me. I wrote this last night. An imposter life. I went to my closet and stared at my clothes. Or were they? I know I need to move them to my next empty space, if ever or wherever that will be. But do these things belong to me? They are imposters. I've lost my horizon and my sense of north. I don't know my car, these streets or stores or the floors. They're not mine. They're imposters. My sense of time and space is all out of whack, and I just want to go back to something familiar, a sound, a space, a smell, a face where I belong. And I'm strong, not this imposter of me. We have to move forward, be brave and fearless at a time when fear pervades supreme in our minds, our country, our world, making us imposters. And so, my friends, we must reach deep inside and find our new selves and create new lives, new homes, a new town called Altadena, like settlers in a new land working together, helping each other find that place we can belong and be strong and called home, not imposters. Thank you.